Welcome to NBA legends sharing some of the funniest and most ridiculous Kobe Bryant stories that you'll ever hear. These stories are from when Kobe Bryant was younger. If you would like to see more Kobe Bryant stories as well as any other players, let me know down below in the comment section which players you would like to see. These videos take a long time to edit and piece all together, so I'd really appreciate if you guys could leave a like to show your support. If we could aim for 1,000 likes, that would be incredible. And if you enjoy these types of videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button because we have plenty of videos coming. And I don't want to keep you guys waiting, so here's the video.
So you go to the league, you get drafted. You in the league. 17-year-old kid
welcome
named
back,
Kobe
NBA
Bryant
legend.
Walker.
Let's go.
You don't know him. He like, yo, I'm trying to come to the league next year, man.
Yeah.
Tell me what it's like. You know what I mean? Yo, like, what's the deal with this shit? How did that go?
Cole was crazy, man. We played just a crazy story. We played the Spectrum, and the next day they were supposed to destroy the Spectrum. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, back in the day.
Spectrum was a dark, it was a great place to shoot in because it was dark and the rim is orange, so it popped, so you can see everything. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I remember playing. I had a decent game. It's about April, so we're going home. We ain't making no playoffs. My first year. I had a better second half than first half, and I come in. I had to do some press. I come in, and the locker room going crazy. It's just everywhere. The equipment guys picking up stuff, people getting in the shower. It's going like this. So I saw a kid sitting in my seat, and I thought maybe somebody's son in the locker room. They got, and he just sitting there. I said, "What's up, young fella? Let me get right here." And he was like, "What's up, yo? What's up?" And I'm Kobe Bryant, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to come to the league. And I had just walked in the locker room, so I was like, "Who the fuck son is?" I'm like, who the fuck son is this? So he was like, no. I'm Kobe Bryant. What's up, yo? I dapped him. I was like, all right, yo, basically get your ass out of my seat. I ain't saying like that, but I was like, let me get right here. So he was like, oh, my fault. And then he sat in the, JR seat, because me and JR he sat right here. So he was just like, yo, how is it out there, yo? I'm watching it. It looks fast. He was just, his eyes, yo, he was so intense on just wanting to know the next level and what it was like. And I was like, hold on, nigga, ain't your dad in the league, nigga? Your dad. Nah, I'm talking to you. And we sat there and Flip let us talk for like 2 hours. When the bus was like supposed to leave in like an hour, he let me and him talk. And I was like, for me, it was like this. I had to do this and I had to do that. He was just, wasn't even talking back, was just nodding his head like, yeah, I'm coming, yo, I'm coming. I'm telling you right now, I'm coming, nigga. Cool, I'll see you, nigga. Yeah, but we both talking like in a, yeah. Then I seen him get here. Preseason, we both messed our ankles up, so we had to come and do the whirlpool. And when you go to, we was playing the Forum at the time. Staples Center wasn't up yet. So we had to share like this little recovery room where you come use the hot tubs and shit. And we was just chopping. I was like, how your first year, man? And he was like, man, these niggas over here hating Eddie Jones. He was just telling me. He was hot, but he was like, yo, I'm the oddball over here. They don't really fuck with me over here. Look.
My first year in the league, it was tough not having an opportunity to play because I felt like I could compete with the best of them. Man, that's the type of stuff, quite frankly, pissed me off. And it was very difficult going through that situation.
Watch this, I'm gonna walk all these niggas down, watch.
And I came into the NBA, I was like, man, these dudes really don't work that hard. It was kind of an eye-opener. It was like.
And then I watched him in a series in Utah where he shot like the air balls. Mm-hmm.
At the end of the season, being in Utah and shooting air balls in a situation where I knew I could deliver and I knew I could come through for the team, and it just didn't happen.
Taking those shots, coming up short, but not being afraid.
He shot the air balls. And if anybody know Kobe, he did everything like Mike. Mm-hmm. The fadeaway, the tongue, he went ball. When that didn't work the first year, he was like, you know what, I'm finna be my fucking self.
Being compared to Michael is a great honor, but at the same time, I have to separate that for the simple fact that he's accomplished what he's accomplished through hard work. I understand that. Michael's a great basketball player, but I'm Kobe Bryant.
So he grew his hair out, he started rhyming, he was rhyming in Italian.
Those shots weren't meant to be. But at the same time, I thought to myself that I'm gonna be back.
you start to get to see a little more of the personality. He came out with his first shoe, and when I seen him with the hair, he was a different cat. And then we used to, the thing was in the summertime, everybody used to go to L.A. to go to UCLA and play. He would be up there. So again, we're hoopers like you. We go and hoop everywhere. I want to see if everybody in the summer is working on their shit like I'm working on mine. So I would go around to Houston. I would go to Peachtree in Atlanta. I'm going to Basketball City in New York, Rucker, all that shit. So I'm riding around, I'm flying around seeing who was up. So I'm doing commercial stuff, mess around. We go to UCLA, and I saw him at UCLA. He looked totally different.
Like I go to the men's gym at UCLA, and it's late. It might have been like a Friday night at Westwood, at UCLA, the men's gym. And Kobe's in there with his trainer, maybe like midnight. And I'm redoing my shots, so I'm changing my mechanics. And so I'm just going in there to shoot some free throws. And I'm just going in there to do like just some set shots by myself. And I go in there and Kobe's in there and he's lathered up. And he's got his guy. And next thing you know, he wants to play one-on-one. So I'm down at the other end and he's like, "You want to play one-on-one?"
Yeah.
And I didn't because I'm changing my shot. Like I'm not there yet, but I'm like, I got it. Like I can't say no. And I'm like, all right, why not? And just, he's only 19 or whatever, so I'll have my way. And I could not believe the intensity and how hard he played. He competed on every possession in that one-on-one moment. Nobody was there, just the three, the two of us and his trainer. And I'm telling you, it was like a game 7 in like late July. Like I don't think I played that intense in the summer. And he was,
This is what, second years? Coming off his second year, 98, he's 96 drafted,
coming off his second year.
Yeah.
And so, like, the work ethic and how hard, like, up until then, man, like, I didn't really work on my game, and I just hooped. Just played pickup ball. And that summer was when I started, okay, I'm going to start, like, working and getting better and trying things. And that, to me, was when I realized, okay, this kid has something. He's special. The going through, having a strategy, working on stuff, all of that. Like, I enjoyed doing that. And a lot of it I got from being, like, watching this kid younger than me, grinding, like getting after it by himself. It's like a Friday night. I'm all right. I'm wifed up. I'm chilling. I'm just wanting to go get some shots up late at night, and he's in the gym going at it. And so that was a moment that I remember. I was like, man, this kid.
Yeah. No, I remember my freshman year at UCLA is 98, so he used to be on campus all the time. We'd see him normally during the day, at night, working out, playing. It was
and he impacted a whole generation now that they do that.
Yep. Work.
They put that back in the day you might go in 5 spots, 5 makes.
Yep,
I got some shots up. You know what I'm saying? But like he put the work in, and for sure.
Yeah, hit the weights, dunking that motherfucker, was talking shit. He was dunking on bigs. He was just a different cat from when I seen him. You know what I'm saying? I just saw him turn into this animal. Real shit. But we was both young and just trying to get it, fighting for it. So
I did want to ask you, because you overlapped with a young Kobe Bryant. Do you have an early memory of him playing against him, a highlight, something where you were like, holy shit, this guy's got it?
Yeah, I was in the league, and I was playing in Dallas. And in the summers, we would all the guys from the Philly area would congregate, and you go play pickup ball at whatever college that particular day. So we had these games set up. Pretty much the whole Sixers team was there, and then whatever other NBA players or guys playing overseas, or even some college guys show up. You'd have 30 guys in the gym, like great pickup games. And I walked in there one day, and they always had trainers. They were taping ankles, and I'm getting my ankle taped. I'm going to jump in a game, and I'm looking out, I'm watching the game being played. And there's this dude out there, and he's like doing pretty ridiculous athletic stuff. You could tell he was like young, but he looked, kind of scrawny, but like striding out and like, playing against Eddie Jones. I'll never forget it. It was an all-star for the Lakers. And, they're going head to head pretty much. And I literally said to the trainer, like, oh, who's that guy? I thought he was going to say, oh, that's such and such. He plays at whatever college, whatever. He's like, oh, that's Kobe Bryant. That's Joe Bryant's son. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, how old is he? He goes, oh, he's 15. He's 15. He's going to Lower Merion. Yeah, they think he's got a chance. I'm like, yeah, I think so. So then and then I noticed the thing that stood out to me over the course of that summer, playing games when he was involved in was like to think about being 15 years old. First of all, just in general, how you view yourself, right? The confidence level to step on a floor with those type of players and grown men is a whole nother thing. Like I remember playing pickup ball and the guy would bring his son and like, hey, you guys mind if Michael plays? I'm like, no, that's fine. And the kid would just kind of, hide, but run up and down the floor. No, this guy, Kobe was out there like, no, I'm out here to do work at that age. Then that was like the first time. And then he and I, because his dad, I said Joe Bryant. Joe Bryant went to LaSalle. That's my alma mater. So I had always known about Joe. So then that was a natural starting point of conversation with Kobe that day. We started talking, and then over the course of time, whenever I would see him, we always kind of talked. And we talk about those summers and those games, and just always is yes. But that's no doubt, man. I'll never forget seeing him that day. I can literally picture it in my mind like an oil painting, sitting on a training table, looking over at the court, and watching him go up and down with those guys.
We were in Vegas, and Coach drew up a play for him at the top of the key to go ISO 1-on-1. And as they're leaving the huddle, he's telling everybody, I'm about to dunk on this fool. I'm about to dunk on this fool.
Basically a one-on-one situation. Everybody was watching those two, and we didn't know what he was going to do. And when he finished the play, which was dunking the ball through the basket.
Here we got a dribble drive, change of direction. Oh! Kobe Bryant! He's fouled! What a play by the guest. Did you see where he jumped from?
I don't think our reactions was because of the dunk. Our reaction was because he said he was about to do that dunk. And that's why we were just like, oh my God, we cannot believe he just said what he was going to do, and he did it. And it was spectacular at the same time.
He really finished the play, and that sort of, let everybody know that here's a guy who's going to be special in this league for a long time to come.
It was one of the craziest things because, you guys say stuff all the time. But to hear from a rookie who never really played NBA games said, I'm about to dunk on this fool. And when I tell you he crossed that dude up right to left cross, and I think Ben Wallace tried to take a charge. Oh my, that was one of the special moments of Kobe, and you knew he was going to take off from there. You just knew it.
The young man that you think may be as good a shooting guard or as good a player as in this game, and that's Kobe Bryant.
Very special human being, man. I mean, a lot of people know Kobe because of what he'd done on the basketball court, especially his career with the Lakers. But I've been knowing him since we were kids, and, very special human being, taught me a whole lot.
Funny story, when, by the time I got to my junior year in high school, I thought I was the best shit since sliced bread by that time, because I'm 6'6". There's not a lot of height in our town. Everybody else is 5'10", and I grew up in my town. I ain't never leave, right? Mm-hmm. So my coach one day, he said to me, he was like, hey, man, you think you nice. You think you good or something, man. There's a kid right down the street that just as talented as you. I'm like, yeah, right. You got to be kidding me. Hell nah. He was like, bro, he's probably about the same height as you, and he probably weighed 20 more pounds than you. He's probably way more athletic than you. I think he's probably more talented than you and probably can shoot, from a deeper range than you.
Hey,
I'm like,
this your coach?
Damn, this
your
my
coach?
And I'm like, man, this guy, he's just trying to make me go out and practice and kill these dudes in practice. So I was like, damn, bro, really, damn, coach, you going to break down my self-esteem like that? He like, nah, bro, I'm telling you. And this is before the social media era, because nowadays you can actually look on Instagram, look on Twitter, and find out who's the great players around you, especially in the state. And he was like, all right, we're going to match up with them. Trust me, the team is Lower Merion. And I'm like, all right, well, we're going to see it. We're going to blow them out, because Lower Merion, Raja, as you know, is a suburb, right? It's a lot of silver spoon kids.
It's the
over
birds,
there, right?
bro.
Yeah,
It's the birds, yes.
And, I had all kids on my team from the neighborhood. So, I'm with all the homies that I grew up with, and half them dudes thought they were better than me, right?
Yeah.
And Cole's team, looked like a private school team, right? He didn't look like he grew up with, the dudes that I grew up with. We from the hood, like ain't no way we gonna let, some suburban kids beat up on us. So I'm like, man, it ain't no way. But I'm looking at his game, and I'm like, bro, like, damn. In the layup line, he down there doing 360s. You know what I'm saying? He doing the in-out double crossover, step back, shooting 3 feet behind the three-point line. I'm scratching my head. I'm like, damn, this dude looks for real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This week's Starter Showcase Big Game features Lower Merion, the #2 seed in the Quad A tournament, taking on #7 Norristown in a quarterfinal game in the District 1 playoffs.
Tonight, they face Lower Merion and their star, Kobe Bryant.
That's impressive. But let's wait to see when the ball's thrown up. And once that ball was thrown up, man, bro, look, after that game, I went back home, I looked myself in the mirror, and I said, hey, bro, I held my own, but that man gave us the business. You ain't what you thought you were.
Y'all went at it though. Y'all went at it.
We went at it.
Y'all went at it.
You know,
hold on, don't dim your light too. Now y'all went at it.
If this kid right here is outshining you, what about the rest of the world? So that was my introduction to playing against Kobe Bryant. And he came out and showcased his game, and you know, right from there, that's when me and him start to really communicate and start to get a relationship.
Y'all play AAU together?
Yeah. And we also played on the same AAU team, so we were actually roommates, and we were able to actually not just play against each other, but also become really, really good friends. And that was the first time I started to see someone that had, you know, the mindset, you know, of a killer. I mean, I've been around a lot of great players, right? But I ain't never been around somebody like him that just had kill on his mind all day and all night. Like, it was basketball 24/7. Like,
people seen that when you hear Mamba mentality, like, people hear that late, like Kobe championships, you know, MVPs and everything like that. No, he had that Mamba mentality at 15, 16 years old.
Off the court, Kobe was all business, man. He was serious at like 16 years old, which was crazy to me. I remember one time we were playing in a tournament, and I was like, hey, Kobe, like, you know, last night, me and my cousin Spud, you know, there's a little bar around the corner that they thought we were 21 years old. Like, they let us in, right? I'm like, yo, let's go there after the game. And he looked at me. He was like, nah, Rip, you know, I got to get back to my room and ice my knees and watch tape. I'm like, what? At 16 years old? At 16 years old, man, you just want to be a kid, right?
I can remember being in a room late at night because we were roommates on all AAU events, McDonald's All-American Game, Magic Johnson Run Ball Classic.
Dakota with the bounce pass, and Bryant jams it home, and that got him up out of the seats and some high fives.
There was many times where, you know, we were sitting in the room and we would just have random conversations about guys we were playing against the next day in the AAU game. And his mind was on the NBA. He was like, hey, Rip, you know, when I get to the NBA, you see some of these superstar guys out there in my position, I'm a dog. And I'm like, man, bro, like, bro, we like 16. Like them dudes is grown men. Like, come on, man. Like, go to sleep, man. Like, I ain't trying to hear that. You dreaming right now. He like, nah, Rip, I'm dead serious, man. I'm like, bro, we got, you know, we play Shaheem Holloway tomorrow, or we play Tim Thomas.
And Tim Thomas was the #1 player in the country at that time. And Kobe didn't want to go to sleep that night. He was restless, and he would do this multiple times at night. He would just walk around my bed, because my bed was here, his bed was there. He would just walk around my bed, and he was like, hey, man, Rip, tomorrow, you know, they got Tim Thomas as the #1 player in the country.
Like, we used to, because we were roommates, too. Like, so all the AAU events, we were roommates and stuff like that. And I remember when he was talking about on your show, like, he had the kill list, right?
But you started off young. Like, you know, we the same age. We grew up, but like, you had a kill list at 13.
I did.
I had a I had a kill list. And so, you know, they used to do these rankings. It was Street and Smith basketball rankings. And I was nowhere to be found because I was like 6'4", scrawny, like 160 pounds soaking wet. So I was like 57 on the list. And so I would look at 56, 55, all the way up to #1, who these players are, what club teams they played for. So when we go on an AAU travel circuit, I got to hunt them down. right? And so that became my mission in high school, is to check off every other person, all those 56 other names, hunt them down and knock them down.
That's like that Billy Madison shit, like check.
Yeah. Who was on your kill list at 13, bruh?
Well, Tim Thomas.
And it's funny because, you know, we were roommates, and it was many times at night that this dude just didn't want to go to sleep. He just wanted to talk basketball, right? And we were about to play Tim Thomas in the Charlie Weber tournament in Maryland. And Tim Thomas was the #1 player in the country at the time.
Yeah, of course.
Tim Thomas was.
Rip?
No, Rip wasn't, because Rip and I were, like, we were really close.
And Cole was just in a room all night, like 1 o'clock in the morning, just pacing around my bed like, yo, Rip, you know, tomorrow I'm gonna kill this dude. And I'm like, I'm like, Tim Thomas, like, first of all, we don't even play the same position as him, right? But Tim played on the wing at that time too. Like, he was surreal at that time, right? Because he was a 6'9", can handle the ball, can play inside, outside. He was like, man, I'm gonna kill this dude, man. He was like, after tomorrow, it ain't gonna be no doubt in anybody's mind who the #1 player in America is. Like, they saying I ain't the #1 player? Watch, Rip, watch. Tomorrow, you know, they got Tim Thomas as the #1 player in the country. I should be the #1 player in the country. I'm gonna go out there and show the world. He said, watch, just wait and see. And I'm like, bro, go to sleep, man. After tomorrow night, I'm like, bro, go to sleep, man. We play them early in the morning, man. Let's talk about this pregame, but like tonight, let's go to bed. We got 3 big games tomorrow because we got to win the tournament. He's like, nah, look, trust me, I'm gonna have my A game. I'm gonna come out there and I'm just gonna destroy everybody that's out on the floor, regardless who's guarding me.
Kobe Bryant at the other end, explosive.
And Cole came out there and showed the world why he should have been the #1 player in the country. I mean, he showcased his ability to score, to attack, and to dominate. We ended up winning that game, and when you looked at the ratings after that game, Kobe Bryant was the #1 player in the country.
And then by the time I was a senior, it hit #1.
And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, here are 2 new videos that you may enjoy as well. I will catch you guys in the next episode. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe.